Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some very interesting updates to go over about the future of Pokemon. We also have some potential rumors to go over with a new streaming service for Pokemon. There's a lot of stuff to break down and get into today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Just trying to hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video. And I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, the first thing that I wanted to go over was this. So we have Andy Robinson here tweeting out, saying, from what I've heard, the Pokemon Company has taken the response to Scarlet and Violet seriously and is acting on it for future production. So obviously there was a major backlash for the Generation 9 games. The performance of these games was absolutely just diabolical. They just were not good. The lag, the frame drops, Pokemon spawning in walls, the endless amount of glitches. It just wasn't up to tier, and it wasn't up to like what we expect from Pokemon, from this billion-dollar company, you know, biggest media franchise in the world, and they're producing these games that are just a little bit lackluster. Like, the story was fantastic. I loved a lot of the new Pokemon, but the core gameplay was just, it didn't leave a lot to be desired. But we do have Stealth also talking about this, saying Andy Robinson from VGC. So again, it's not like somebody close to Pokemon, it's just they've apparently heard that they are going to be like working on the next games in regards to the kind of feedback they've had from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So the Pokemon Company took the response to Scarlet and Violet seriously and will be adjusting production for future games. I hope that's true. Deep down, Scarlet and Violet are good games, but the technical issues are unforgivable. So yeah, this may be a good thing. Again, it might just be a load of BS. I hope that it's not, because I would like to think that, you know, Pokemon will be making the future games a lot better, because yeah, like I say, Scarlet and Violet just was not, it was just not up to standard, was not up to par at all. So this is the first kind of bit of information we've got regarding Pokemon and the future of like the games and stuff. Whether this is impacted in the next game, whether that is a game coming out this year or not, I'm not sure, because they probably already been working on this year's game for a while. So you never know. Like, they were working on Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus at the same time, and they implemented features into Legends Arceus, they implemented features into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so hopefully they've seen what people enjoyed about both of those games, and they're just going to put them both into the next game. Like, Legends Arceus was fantastic. Like, a lot of people didn't like it. Well, I won't say a lot, but some people didn't like it. A lot of people loved it. Like, it was one of my favorite Pokemon experiences in a very long time. It was completely different. I loved the kind of aspect of catching them in more of a kind of like a manual way, and obviously you had to like dodge attacks and stuff like that. There was really good features as well, like the shiny, whole shiny situation was good, with like the sparkle sound and them like being shiny in the overworld and stuff like that, and as well as like mass releasing, like these kind of features that should just be in every single Pokemon game. But then we got to Scarlet and Violet, there was no mass releasing, obviously there was no sparkle, shiny sound, thing like that, which again is not helpful for people that, you know, are maybe colorblind, or they, you know, they just can't like see the differences and stuff like that. So especially with Pokemon that barely changed, like Tandemaus and stuff, you need the sparkle sound just so you know it is a shiny. So yeah, I mean, that's just a couple off the top of my head, but there's loads of features that Legends Arceus got right. There's features that Scarlet and Violet got right as well that should have been in Legends Arceus. So hopefully they just take both of those, combine it into the next game, and it is an absolute blockbuster of a game. But either way, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think it is true? And also, how do you think the next games are going to be? Do you think they're going to run absolutely smoothly, or do you think it's just going to be another laggy mess like Scarlet and Violet were? But yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of that. Moving on, we also have this update here as well. So obviously, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet kind of revealed information about the Stellar type and Gouging Fire and all the paradoxes and stuff like that recently. So we have Terapagos Stellar form doesn't have any official artwork, like Eternatus Eternamax never had, so all but confirms will be removed next gen. So yeah, looks like this whole stellar form of Terapagos won't be in the next game. It will just be Terapagos and its terrestrial form, but its stellar form likely won't be in the next game. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna probably have terrestrialization and stuff in the next game, which I don't think you'd expect to have anyway in like Generation 10. Usually going to have its own gimmick and stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised to not see the Stellar type. But yeah, it's just interesting that like the whole game builds up to like this, and then we just don't see it again. it's just a bit weird, but either way, just some more information to go over, obviously, for that. Moving on, we have this new streaming service kind of job listing, which is very, very interesting. I wanted to talk about this today because obviously we've just had Pokemon TV confirmed to be shutting down, so it could be to coincide with this. But we have Go Nintendo here tweeting out saying Nintendo shares job listing relating to multimedia streaming. So what content could they be cooking up? So Nintendo has famously steered clear of the multimedia race amongst video game consoles. The Switch is lacking most of the big video streaming services like Netflix and things like that, and certainly doesn't play 4K Blu-ray discs. However, a new job listing that's popped up from Nintendo of America indicates that they might be working on something related to the streaming field for the future. So the listing in question is referred to as Software Engineer Multimedia Technologies, as pointed out by Necrolipe on Twitter. The position calls for someone capable of designing software for streaming and tracking multimedia content on massively used gaming consoles. Could Nintendo be creating a sort of content streaming platform of their own? The position is vague enough, but it's hard to say for sure what this means, and of course Nintendo could be experimenting with something that will never see the light of day. We'll have to wait and see if the future brings some sort of Nintendo streaming service on the Switch or possibly its successor. So this is obviously the kind of job listing here. So this is very, very interesting because this has popped up obviously a few weeks after they have confirmed to be closing down Pokemon TV. So if you're not familiar with Pokemon TV, basically it had like a ton of episodes on there. You could watch them for free. It didn't have everything, but it had like a good variety of Pokemon anime episodes. So what if they've closed that Pokemon TV down because Nintendo are going to make a massive streaming service to coincide with the release of the Switch 2. So maybe it's only available on the Nintendo Switch, you never know. But obviously they've got all of the Pokemon anime, all of the Pokemon movies, and as well as that, they have like big movies as well, like obviously the Mario movie, they've got the Sonic movies, they're working on the Legend of Zelda movie. They are clearly working more in towards kind of video game movies. Obviously you got Detective Pikachu 2 as well. Well, Detective Pikachu, so that could be also on this. So potentially they've closed Pokemon TV down because of this streaming service. And again, that's what a lot of people thought we might get anyway, like a streaming service, whether that's for Pokemon or Nintendo. But the fact that there are now job listings for multimedia streaming on gaming consoles, it just kind of adds more fuel to the fire in the fact that, oh wait, this actually could be a thing. Now, it's most likely going to be a paid subscription, which is, again, probably going to be like, I don't know how much it would be. Like Crunchyroll, I think is like $5 or whatever. So maybe it's something like that. But Nintendo have got a lot of kind of video content that it could easily put on, and they are clearly branching out to make more. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this now. Now there's job listings for it. Whether that also coincides with Pokemon as well, it most likely would. The fact that Pokemon TV is obviously just closed down also helps obviously this, but it'll be very, very interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing if we do get an announcement for this in the next Direct, or if this is for the Nintendo Switch 2 or something like that. But yeah, definitely raises a lot of questions. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think we're going to be getting a streaming service for Nintendo that's including Pokemon and everything like that? Do you think it's all a massive coincidence that Pokemon TV closed down as well as this job listing now going live? Think it's all a massive coincidence or not? Let me know your thoughts on all that. It just seems too much going on really for it not for there to be nothing going on, if that makes sense. So that's all of that, and then moving on, we have a little bit of TCG stuff to go over as well, some new rumors and leaks. Poke Guardian here tweeting out saying, rumor, Mask of Change set slated for April 2024, plus a special jumbo card set Ogerpon and Battle Master Deck Terrestrial Charizard EX, and then Xianpao EX coming in May 2024. And then we also have Night Wanderer subset slated for release in June 2024 as well. So we're kind of getting all of the next TCG sets just kind of getting announced now. So this is the Mask of Change. So we've received some initial details on the third set of 2024, slated for release in April, named the Mask of Change. The trademark name Mask of Change appears to be legitimate. So the main set is officially called Scarlet and Violet Expansion Pack Mask of Change. So set will launch on April the 26th, 2024. There's going to be the set sizes unknown for now. One booster box includes 30 boxes, yada yada yada. Speculation, this is most definitely rated to the Hidden Treasure Vera Zero Part 1, the Teal Mask. And then we've also got Night Wanderer. So we've received received some initial details on the 4th set of the 2024 slated for release in early June to named Night Wanderer. The trademark named Night Wanderer appears to be legitimate as well. And then this set will launch on the 7th of June 2024. Set's unknown for now, and the booster box price should be about 5,400 yen, but that's unconfirmed. And then speculation, it has been said that it would feature Pokemon from the Kitakami area related to the hidden treasure of Area 0 Part 1, the Teal Mask, quite possibly Okidogi, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipity. So it looks like the sets this year are just going to be TCG for, you know, Teal Mask, with these two sets revolving around that. And then we're also going to have like the Indigo Disc as well, like later on down the line. And then that'll probably just be all of that. But either way, those are the new TCG sets that are going to be coming out this year. But that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on everything we covered in today's video. Do you think that Pokemon are going to be taking on board all of the feedback they've had, and do you think they're going to implement a lot of better features into the next game, or do you think they're just going to be a buggy mess like Scarlet and Violet were? And then also, what are your thoughts on this new potential streaming service as well? Would you pay for a Nintendo streaming service to coincide with Netflix and Disney Plus and everything like that, Amazon Prime? There's so many now, but Nintendo could also be jumping on that because there's a lot of money to be made, especially because they've already got so much stuff they could easily put on it as well. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this potential streaming service? And then obviously the TCG stuff as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.